What's the first one?
All the question says is to simplify, means make it shorter. Put your like terms together. Which terms are like terms? Which terms can you add together?
Numbers.
Oh, that one was easy.
No, this is 3x
The other
and
ones are harder than this.
2x, okay. What's 3x plus 2x?
5x.
And then I can add a 1 and a 5 together, right? What's positive 1 plus 5?
6.
That's the answer. That's it.
I just said that one was easy.
Okay. These are like terms. What about 3x and 2x squared? Are those like terms? No. Like terms have to have the same exponent and, or sorry, same variable and exponent. What's the exponent of this? And this? So they're like terms. If they don't have the same exponents, you can't add or subtract them. So you have to simplify means to simplify means to combine your like terms. So which terms are like?
7y
And negative 3y. Okay, I can actually simplify that. I can subtract those. What's 7y take away 3y? 4y. And then I have a negative x squared plus a 4x squared. These are like terms because they have the same variable. Okay? They're like terms because it is the same variable and the same exponent. So I can take negative 1. You can put a 1 in front of it. It doesn't change it. Negative 1 plus 4. What's negative 1 plus 4?
5.
Negative 1 plus 4 plus... Negative 1 plus 4 is 3. X squared. Right? Negative 1 plus 4 is 3. 1 second. This is the final answer. That's it. I can't simplify this anymore because I have a y and I have an x squared. Those are not like terms. I can't add those together. So first, figure out which terms are like terms. Okay, so let's circle them. I have a 2y squared. Are there any other terms that can be added or subtracted to 2y squared? Good. Negative 5y squared. So look, I'm going to write those first. 2y squared minus 5y squared, okay? I'm just rearranging this equation. I'm just putting all the like terms together. I crossed them out because I've already written them here. Then we have a negative 3y. Is there anything that I can add or subtract to negative 3y? Positive 5y. Okay, so I've rewritten these. I'm just rearranging the expression. I'm just grouping them together, okay? So it's easier to look at when you go to add and subtract it. And then the last one is positive 4 and a negative 3. So plus 4 minus 3. Now you can simplify it. I can do this. What's 2y squared minus 5y squared? What's 2 take away 5? Sorry? Negative 3y squared. That's the first simplification, right? I simplified it and made it shorter. Then I have negative 3y plus 5y. What's negative 3 plus 5? So positive 2y. Shh. Then I have 4 take away 3. What's 4 take away 3? Positive or negative 1? That's it. We're done. That's the answer. Okay, so you want to figure out which terms you can add or subtract together. You can only add or subtract like terms, right? I can't add an xy with an x squared, correct? You can't add apples to oranges, right?
Yeah.
Let's figure out first, I want you to circle. The first term here is 3x squared, right? Which other term can be added or subtracted to that? Yes?
6x squared.
Okay, so let's circle that. Those are going to be grouped together. So we can do it this way. We can actually, before we forget, we can write that. 3x squared is going to be added to 6x squared. Okay, because you have to look at the sign. This is a positive 6x, so I would write positive 6x squared. The second term is, no, well, it is, but you write it, negative 4xy. The sign goes with the term. What goes with that? Which other term is a like term with that?
Minus 8xy.
Negative 8xy, so minus 8xy. Do I have any more xy terms? Okay, so we've done that. We've rewritten those. We're just rearranging this equation, or expression, sorry. sorry? 6y squared, not just y, positive 6y squared. What can be combined with that? Negative 3y squared. Okay, so that was the first step. We're just rearranging this and grouping all the like terms together. That will help you to actually simplify it. So now we can add this because they're like terms. What's 3x squared plus 6x squared? What's 3 plus 6? 9x squared. Okay, that's simplified. Then I have negative 4xy take away 8xy. That's why the sign is important. What's negative 4 take away 8? Negative 12. So negative 12xy.
Oh, okay.
Negative 4, and you're taking away 8. Okay? Positive 6y 6y squared take away 3y squared. What's 6 take away 3? Positive or negative? So it's going to be positive 3y squared, and that's it. You're done. That's the answer. Because, no, you can't, because I have an x squared term, I have an xy, and I have a y squared term. I can't add those together. They're all different terms. So we're trying to simplify this. So let's rewrite the first part of this without the brackets, okay? Because there's nothing in front of the bracket, so I'm just going to rewrite this. 3x squared minus 4xy plus 6y squared. The second bracket, it's take away everything, right? Because there's a bracket around it. So it's take away 6x squared. So I'm going to rewrite that as take away 6x squared. Then I'm taking away negative 8xy. What does that become? Positive 8xy. So it's also take away a negative 3y squared. So that becomes plus 3y squared. So the first step is to rewrite the second bracket. And what do you notice about the sign? This was a positive, it became negative. This was a negative, it became positive. This was a negative, it became positive. Whenever there's a negative in front of a bracket, you have to apply that to everything inside the bracket, right? Okay, so next step, we're trying to simplify this. We're trying to put all our like terms together, right? So what's the first term? 3x squared is the first term here.
Yeah.
Are there any other terms that have x squared? Positive or negative? Okay. So these terms can go together, right? You can add or subtract terms that have the same variable and exponent. Are there any other x squared terms? No? Okay, let's look at the next one.
Yeah, 3y.
There's another x squared? No. Okay, so negative 4xy is the next term. Is there any other term that has an xy?
8x.
Positive 8xy. Okay. What's the next term? Positive 6y squared.
3y.
And then we have another term that's a y squared. So first step is to figure out which terms are like terms. I'm using colors here. Then you're going to rewrite it. I'm just rewriting it to group all the like terms together so it's easy to visualize. So I have 3x squared. Then I have negative 6x. I know those are going to be put together. Then I have negative 4xy. And I have positive 8xy. And if you want to, like, cross out the ones you've already written so you don't write something more than once. Okay, I've written that. And then our last one is plus 6y squared and plus 3y squared. These are the like terms. I can only add or subtract these together, this and this, right?
That one doesn't have a square.
Which one doesn't have a square? Oops, 6x squared. Oops, it's supposed to. Thank you. That should be squared. It's a squared, yeah. My bad. Okay, so now what? Now that we've grouped them, what should we do? Simplify.
Yeah.
What's 3 take away 6? So this is negative 3x squared.
Oh.
Now what? What's the next one you can simplify?
It's 4.
Negative 4 plus 8. Positive 4xy. And then I have what? 6 plus 3. So plus 9y squared. That's it. That's the answer.